I'm Lily. This is my kitchen. And if you've been following me at all, you'll know that I am going to show you how to prepare pumpkins for pie. The first time I did this, I used the great big pumpkins. I discovered that these are the pumpkins that you want to use for pies. They're called sugar pumpkins sometimes, but most stores just label them as pie pumpkins. I'll buy 4 or 6 depending on how many people I'm expecting at Thanksgiving and Christmas. Don't forget to preheat your oven. These pumpkins take a while at 325. So I've gathered my tools up. The first thing I need is a small knife for removing the stem. I have a big knife for cutting it in half. This is the best thing I found for getting the string and seeds out of a pumpkin. I found this in a cheesy carve your pumpkin package at, I don't know, some big box store. It's the best thing since fry bread. So what I did when I bought my pumpkins is I washed them first. You know, the blemishes don't matter much because you're not going to use the skin. You're going to peel it out or pull the pulp out of the skin. But first we've got to take the stem off. And I start by cutting around it with a small knife. If you'll notice, it's kind of a pentagon at the top of the stem. That's kind of weird about them. Okay, so then a big knife, because you want to cut it in half as good as you can, because then it cooks evenly. Now that it's in half, you take this tool and scrape out the strings and seeds and get it ready for baking. You got to cut these strings because they hold the seeds in, and you can get them out kind of in one fell swoop. But you need to work a little bit to get the strings cleaned out. And you got to be careful because it gets slippery with string slime. Let's throw that bugger on the floor. If you're not careful, you get it all over yourself. I got some on my glasses. I might have to go clean these. There. That looks pretty good. So shell side up on a baking sheet, and you put them in the oven for an hour. The next thing we do is clean up our mess. Some people like to roast the seeds, but I've never had any luck with it. So I'm just going to pitch it and wash my dishes. Here we go. So it's been an hour, and I want to test these because my oven is a little slow. And I'm going to poke them and see if they hold a dent in the skin. Oh yeah, see that? That's looking pretty good. This one, isn't quite there. These weren't quite ready, so I'm going to leave them for another 15 minutes and check them and see how close we are. All right, it's been another 15 minutes, and you're going to check to see. Oh, these are perfect. So I'm going to pull them out of the oven and let them cool. So now that they're cool, I'm going to peel them into this bowl. The skin comes off real easy. Oops. Forget what I'm doing. All right, next I'm going to take my potato masher and mash them up to get them, kind of the consistency I like for pie. You might want to put them in a blender or a food processor to get them more finely ground up. I find this works just fine. There, that looks good to me. So now that we have pumpkin brains, you're gonna have to store it if you're not gonna use it right away. I freeze mine in 2-cup portions because that's what my pie recipe calls for. And that's it.